Hey everyone, this is Andrew at Plainview Farm. In today's video, we're going to see if we can't finally run down that short in the electric fence that I've been talking about, just as soon as we water the pigs. I believe I just found my dead short without even trying. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, as I was watering the pigs, I noticed something. Right here you can see this pig shelter has been pushed over into this wire. All right, now that that's moved, let's see if that did the trick. Well, it's not perfect, but it's better. Now that is not all that great. All right, so whenever I lay it on here, you can see it's saying that we've got a little bit of a short on down the line. Honestly, I think that's probably vegetation, that kind of stuff, just up on the fence. But just to kind of show you how this works, this is giving me an arrow pointing the direction of the fault. So I come over here to the fence where our splice is. We can try on the left side of the splice, it's showing that way. On the right side of the splice, we're showing a fault that way. So again, having a fault in both directions, like I said, makes me think that this is just vegetation, but we'll walk the fence just to make sure. As you can see right here, we've got weeds, that kind of stuff growing up on the fence, which is normal. Stop right here and take a reading. All right, now we're not showing any fault. On this one, we're still showing up here on this wire, we're still showing a fault in this direction, which my splice for these bottom wires actually occurs down there. So that may be why it's telling me to come back in this direction, because again, you can see all the vegetation right here in this fence. And so here's my corner. We jump over into this fence, which there's barbed wire here. And usually whenever I have a fault, it's in this fence right here. We're gonna test it all out. Yep, it's showing on down the line here. I guess we'll keep walking. Keep going. A lot of times what will happen in this barbed wire fence is something will run through here, a deer or some other animal, and it'll tangle the hot wire in with the barbed wire. I don't think that's what's going on here, simply because it's not acting like a dead short like it was with the pig shelter pushed up against the wire back there. All right, so we've made it down to our next corner. And we're still showing a fault. Not on the bottom. Showing a fault on our main wire here. Keep going that way. We're almost to the end of the fence and it says keep going. All right. Next corner. Hey, look, what do you know? I think I'm about to have one of those well duh moments. I think I know right where I'm headed. It's all right, I could probably use the exercise. So, right here at this handle, the direction of my fault changes. Again, right here, on the left side of the handle, you can see it. We've got a fault pointing toward it. On the right side of the handle, it's pointing back toward the handle. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Try to get the microphone close to it. That clicking sound is coming from right here. I just tied that poly wire off to the handle there. And it's clicking, it's arcing right in there. Anyway, this is how I'm keeping the cows and the goats and the donkeys out of the hay. Let's work our way around it and see what we've got. Okay, so here we are. Can you hear the clicking here? Let's get on our woven wire fence there. We've got a little bit of back feed through there, through the ground. See, it's actually reading it in the air. Look at that. I want to take just a moment to ask you if you would hit the like button if you consider this video to be enjoyable. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. It means more than you know. All right, so we pulled that off. Found it. Some yahoo didn't do a very good job tucking that wire inside the reel. We're gonna take this post, push it down in there. There we go. We're 6.4 kV or 6,000 volts roughly. All right, so here we're bouncing back and forth between 6,300 and 6,500 volts. So actually had faults in two places. One was a dead fault that was just pulling the whole system down, which was the pig shelter. And then we had, you know, a smaller fault here in our reel. Like I said, it was going to be one of those well duh kind of moments. I have to be sure and clip that extra little tail off the reel there. Now there's probably some folks out there saying that this right here is exactly why they do not like electric fence, which I can understand that, I can appreciate that, but like I said before, I could probably use the exercise. Doesn't bother me to get out and walk the fences every once in a while. But I'll also mention this, that barbed wire, woven wire, other types of fencing are not going to give you a signal whenever something is wrong, whenever the fence is down. Usually you figure that out whenever the animals have gotten out. Now granted, the pigs, they have been getting out, but they've not been leaving the property. They just haven't been staying where I want them on the property. And that's because they're not brave enough to try the perimeter fencing. Now I'm not saying that the animals never get out. Animals get out. That's just the nature of farming. But again, an electric fence system, if you test it from time to time, will tell you if there's a problem. So that's just something to keep in mind. So this video may be just a little bit shorter than some of them have been recently. But either way, whether you like electric fencing or not, that's okay. I still appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Hey, Bella. Hey, Bella. Golly, Bella, you are dusty. Can you see the dust coming off of this donkey? Whew. Golly. You are dirty. You dusty. Need a little rain to rinse you off.